grateful for heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, make God thy gold refined, till all success be nobleness, and ever again divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned our good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. America, I love you, America. You see, my God, he done shed his face on thee, and you ought to love him for it, because he crowned our good. He told me he would. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh Lord, I thank you, Lord.
Welcome to Home Teams for the month of July. It is a great month. It's a month of freedom for our nation. We celebrate the 4th of July even now. But I'm standing here in an amazing place, Athens, Greece. Behind me is the Acropolis, the Parthenon, the area just off of Mars Hill, where the history of Athens is very much demonstrated. I'm also in the old city. All around me, people are teeming. The historical part of this city is amazing, and with that in our mind, I'm taking you to the book of Acts, because the book of Acts is a historical book. We know it's primarily a theological book, but historically it is so accurate. There was, in 1920s and 30s, a gentleman by the name of Sir William Ramsay, who was born in a very wealthy family. His father was an atheist. He was also an atheist, a graduate of Oxford University. He never had to work for money, but he devoted himself completely to proving that the New Testament was an inaccurate book. In fact, he spent 25 years deciding that the book of Acts was false. The problem was, as he journeyed on this tour, he came to the realization that not only is the book of Acts accurate, even against those supposed theologians who said that it was just myths and legends made up by the stories of believers, he came to the conclusion that archaeologically it has been proven to be the most accurate edition of history that was available. And it has proven to be so. And there are so many cities and so many provinces and so many places that are mentioned in the book of Acts that there are times through history that they said this is not an accurate depiction of this place, only to be discovered after that the history of the writing of Luke, a master Grecian trained writer, was accurate to the T. And when in the book of Acts, Paul goes to Mars Hill, Luke is with him. Luke has joined him on his second missionary journey in Troas. We will get there through the months to come. But here in Athens, Luke comes with Paul, and he's with him on Mars Hill. When Paul is seeing the astonishing scenes all around him, as I am so honored to see. These sights are breathtaking. Here, the tapestry of history is stunning. The Grecian goddesses and gods that were of marble were all around. They literally would paint their hair and their faces to look like human beings. And while you and I, when we see the depictions of those days, only see white marble, the people of that day would literally make wardrobes for the gods and goddesses so that they looked as if they were among the people. The wind would blow their clothes and paint would color their faces and their hair to look natural and real. And Paul walking among all of these amazing things, Luke being with him, watching this extravagant display of philosophy, money, power. He saw the hunger of hearts all around, and he was not swooned by the tapestry of history. He said, I want to tell you of the unknown God. He is not far from every one of you. That was probably not a very loud voice in Athens in that day. That little voice of a man who history tells us was not very impressive to look at. But the message of Paul has redounded through history to stand up for all of us to know today that not only is the book of Acts historically accurate, it is theologically true. The God of heaven, the one we celebrate, liberty, the histories of which America has had some liberty. We've had a touch of liberty. The greatest liberty one will ever have is when they encounter what Paul called the unknown God. And so we are here to celebrate the fact that in spite of all the history, Luke himself, who wrote the book of Acts and the Gospel of Luke, recorded for us the truth that God is not far from every one of you. Don't be impressed with all the creations of art, science, history, and archaeological finds. Remember, behind it all, there's meaning. And the meaning is God created you for a purpose that is unstoppable, undeniable. Celebrate your liberty tonight. Celebrate that he whom the Son hath set free is free indeed. My wife and I love you very much. We are so honored to be here in Athens, Greece, under the shadow of historicals, the historical Acropolis, Parthenon, and Mars Hill, where they brought Paul to hear and assess this strange teaching that the God of all this area, the God of all the marble gods that were dressed and painted, standing all around, he was the God of it all. Yes, the God of Caesars, the God of Herod, the God of Pilate, and the God of Paul. He's our God. God bless you. Walk into the liberty of Jesus Christ as you discover for yourself that not only is the history that you're making right now important, but most important is the meaning behind it all. You can live the world o'er with wealth and money, but if you had it all, it would not take away the meaning of the fact that you were born on purpose, with purpose. The church of Acts is the church of harvesting, and that is our calling, to harvest the world. It's the story of a kingdom. A king will decide when he comes. No man knows the day nor the hour, but a king's going to decide when he comes. He said, prayed the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. And that's what we are doing until the King says, I'm coming now. The signs are all around us that he's saying that. Don't get lost in the mad dash of the madness of our society. Remember to keep your focus on the fact of the meaning of the Creator. He belongs to you and I. Be filled with the ways of God. The Lord bless you on this July 4th. Have a wonderful evening and know that the King of Freedom is coming for you. God bless.